There's another approach that we can take to transposition, and that is to use some of the tools that we've learned, like scale degrees and Roman numerals, to analyze and try to understand the structure of the piece that we're trying to transpose. Let's start with a simple example of this, and I'm going to come back to the melody of Over the Rainbow. And I've written out Over the Rainbow here again in C major, and I would like to transpose it to the same key that we transposed it to when we were using transposition by interval. So I want to go up a minor third. But I'm going to take a slightly different approach. I'm going to actually start by analyzing the scale degrees of the original melody. And this is something we know how to do, and we've actually done before. So let's go through this quickly. First note is scale degree 1, 8, 7, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 6, 5. Now what I want to do is figure out how those scale degrees map onto the key that I am transposing to. What do I mean by that? Well, let's figure out first of all what key we're transposing to. Well, if we're going up a minor third, from C, we know that we're going to be transposing to the key of E flat. So I'm going to write out an E flat key signature right here. And just to keep this absolutely clear in our minds, I'm going to also write out a scale in the key of E flat. And I'll use a key signature here, just to remind me what my scale degrees are in the key of E flat. So here we go. Scale degree 1 is E flat, 2 is F, 3 is G, A flat is 4, B flat is 5, C is 6, D is 7, and then we have 8 at the top. So here's what I'm going to do. I know that my first note, C, in the melody, is scale degree 1 in the key of C. So now I'm going to ask myself, what is scale degree 1 in the key of E flat? And here it is. It's E flat. So I'm going to write an E flat. All right, next I have scale degree 8 in the key of C. So what is scale degree 8 in the key of E flat? It's E flat. So I'm going to write an E flat here. Next, I have scale degree 7. What is scale degree 7 in the key of E flat? It's D. So I'm going to write a D. Then I have scale degree 5. What is my scale degree 5 in the key of E flat? It's B flat. And then I go to scale degree 6, which in the key of E flat is C. And then scale degree 7, which we know is D. And then back to scale degree 8, which is E flat. And again, my rhythms are not going to change. My rhythms are going to be exactly the same. We are only transposing, or we're only changing the pitch, not the rhythm. Okay, so let's go back to our original in the key of C major. C is our first scale degree, so what is our first scale degree in E flat? It's E flat. So I'm going to write an E flat here. Then we go up to scale degree 6. What's scale degree 6? It is, in the key of E flat, it is C. Here we go. And then we go down to scale degree 5. And what is scale degree 5? Scale degree 5 is, in the key of E flat, it is B flat. And again, I don't have to write in these E flats and B flats and A flats because they are already in the key signature. And just to double check my work here, I'll just fill in the rest of the scale degrees. And there we go. So notice the the scale degrees, the pattern of scale degrees is exactly the same. All that I've changed going from here to here is my frame of reference, changing from the C frame of reference to the E flat frame of reference. 1, 8, 7. Oops, I wrote a wrong number here. That should be 6. 1, 8, 7, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 6, 5. Now, by the way, if we were to double check our work using the transposition by interval method, this would all check out. So, for instance, if we started with C and we said, well, what's a minor third up from C? We'd come to the same answer, E flat. If we went to our C here, we'd say, what's a minor third up from C? And we'd say, it's E flat. Here's a B. What's a minor third up from B? It's a D. So we could go through and do this, check all of our work by using the transposition by interval. But there's something about doing it by scale degree, doing a melody by scale degree, that sometimes feels a little bit more musical, a little bit more intuitively musical. And in fact, in the real world, whenever I have to transpose something at sight, in the moment, very often doing it by scale degree always feels a little bit more musically comfortable to me than trying to move every individual pitch up by a particular interval. So in the next video, we'll take a look at how do we deal with chords now in this method of, or this approach to transposition.